I think this leads to a really good spot for us probably to finish, which is talking about one of my favorite things about you, eating faces. I call you the face eating CEO, and
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fair. Remind us, I think we talked a little about it in the last episode, remind us where it comes from, but also share a little bit about what that, how that resonates with you. Cause I think this
Yeah.
bridges immediately off of being unapologetically you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Eating faces is being unapologetically me. Even my wife didn't like that at the beginning. She was like, "Oh, that's too, people like." And then there's like all these people that are like, "That sounds like eating kids' faces or whatever." Like, but then there are the people that really resonate with it, and I'll tell you the story. But the meaning behind it is just survive, or in spite of the circumstances, thriving in spite of the circumstances, overcoming in spite of the circumstances. COVID happened, the quarantine happened, these things happened, we're dealing with it, and we can either decide to post about how we're not going out of our house and start attacking people on Facebook because they're wearing masks or they're not wearing masks or they like Trump or they don't like Trump, and we can do that. What's it getting you at the end of the day, though? Or you can go out and you can say, this stuff is happening. Where's the beauty in it? How can I, like what I did, how can I help people through this? I know that there's a big challenge right now with small businesses. That's where I love to work. I want to empower these people. And so as I chose to do that and chose to take what was handed to me and make the best out of it, that's eating faces. And the story in a short story came down to I was working for this franchise, and we had led them to being the named franchisee of the year. They went from bankruptcy when I first started to becoming franchisee of the year in across the country. And we were out in Chicago, and I had my leadership team with me, and a bunch of other franchise owners were out with us. And one of the owners out in New England was telling me about all the reasons why he wasn't us, the reason why he couldn't ever win an award, the reason why his business was probably going to go under. He was like, the franchise sucked. They told him they were going to be there to support him. They told him they were going to walk him through it. They were going to give him all the marketing that he needed. They were going to teach him how to be a business owner. The carrier, Verizon, they suck. They only care about you if you're hitting numbers. They weren't here to help me. They're not here to support me. His employees suck. They only steal from him, blah, blah, blah. And I got tired of it at a certain point, and I'm like, Eric, like, dude, like, you're just not looking in the mirror. Like, yeah, all that stuff's true, but I went through the same exact thing. The franchise did suck. They weren't there to support us. Like, the carrier, yeah, I get they want you if you hit numbers. Like, so you know what? I went out and I hit their numbers because it's not rocket science. They don't make it extremely hard. They don't make you guess at what they want. So you figure out what they want, and then you go figure out how to hit it. And then you hit it, and you know what? I get support. Not only do I get support from Verizon, but they give me cash incentives they don't give you. So you got to make life work for you, because at the end of the day, nobody cared about whether Jason Tracy was going to survive. Nobody cared about that. And if I waited for somebody else to come along and be like, Jason, we want you to be successful, I would be sitting on my hands and knees for a very long time waiting. But at the end of the day, I'm a lion, Eric, that eats faces. I eat motherfucking faces, and because I'm not going to wait for somebody else. I've got to take care of my own. I've got people here that need careers. They've got kids, they've got families, they've got houses, they've got things. And if I am going to sit and cry about all the things that are happening to me, man, I just screwed not only myself, but I screwed all these people too.
Man, I love that. I love every bit of that.